there is just something about taking action on a vision and putting in the fucking work and getting my hands dirty that is just so intoxicating. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is 3:16 p.m. on January 5th, 2018, and I am going to try to vlog while on the wheel. And I am so sorry, Laws. I apologize. I don't feel amazing about doing this in the sense of I feel fine about doing it, but I have a low-level guilt, and yeah, we're just gonna be safe, and I'm gonna try to multitask, even though I'm fucking awful at multitasking, but we're gonna experiment. So I just wanted to talk about, first of all, I just dropped off Levi, and we had a good visit. And Levi, if you don't know, is one of my business partners from DFluff, and he was the dude who originally came up with the idea and recruited me, and that is a cop, so I'm gonna lower the phone. and there's on the side of the road, if you were wondering, and now they're gone. So we're gonna return. And yeah, so I just got done driving him back and forth to Toronto because he is just currently back from Zambia, and that's where he is currently residing. It's where he has been living since, oh boy, the past almost 2 years, year and a half type of thing. So anyways, it was fucking awesome to see him. I love him so much, and he's definitely up there on one of my favorite humans on the planet. So I was really excited to see him again for the first time in such a long time. So love that. But yeah, just a few things in my mind. So first off, I cannot wait for self-driving cars. I have no tolerance for this, or very low tolerance for this bullshit of driving. I think it's fucking so dumb. We can be using our time so much better if all of the cars are just connected through AI. And that, with AI does come some challenges long term. However, things like self-driving cars, I am so fucking pumped for, because I don't want to sit here and have to worry about if I'm going to get into a car accident, or where the cars are in front of me or behind me or beside me, as I think there's a dude in my fucking blind spot right now and I can't see him, or maybe not, maybe I'm just going crazy. And I just want to sit here and work, quite frankly. That is going to be probably a big topic in this video. I want to get to work. This is kind of why I'm trying to multitask right now, because I do want to make sure I'm using this time effectively. Another way I like to use it effectively is by doing podcasts. Like, that's super fucking helpful in order to train my brain, if you will, get smarter, improve my mindset, grow while I'm on the road. But ideally, I would be taking not just learning, but also implementing what I'm learning, and that would be when we have self-driving cars. That'll be the case. So that is definitely one thing on my mind. Another thing is, I am just aware of how much it matters that, okay, what is this yellow dot on the screen? I'm very confused by this. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's not on the actual video, so I'm gonna pretend like I didn't say that. But where was I going with this? I was talking about, it brings me so much more joy to work than literally anything. When I am dialed in on my purpose and on a mission, and really just pursuing a worthwhile goal or dream or vision or what have you, that is when I am at my best feeling. Okay, I love seeing people I care about and like genuinely care about and love and like and what have you, and just people that bring my quality of life up. But there is just something about taking action on a vision and putting in the fucking work and getting my hands dirty that is just so intoxicating. All I want to do right now is just get home and finish up lists. Like, this is literally all I care about right now. It is so close. I am so pumped to get this. Mostly just for my selfish reasons. I just want a fucking dream board, okay? That's it. I just want a dream board in a grid fashion that randomizes. It's taken way too fucking long because I have not done a good job of focusing. And that leads me into my next point, which is like, I am proud of myself that Levi gave me an invitation to work on some projects in the future, and in a role that I was like, you know what, I could do this, but I really don't think I would do a good job of this. And I think that was that was a lesson I learned from D-Fluff back in the day, which is, okay, I'm trying to fix the lighting right now. Okay. It's just gonna be imperfect for now. But yeah, the lesson from D-Fluff that I learned back in the day was you have to be self-aware. And I technically just learned this from Gary, but in practice I was realizing that was the case. I wasn't being self-aware, and I wasn't paying attention to my natural brain wiring, which is, in many cases I'm a creative, and in many cases I am a problem solver. I love creating. I love making solutions. I love getting my hands dirty. I also love controlling the aspects. And I fear that this is going to manifest in some micromanaging long term, but that is the case. I do like to have my hands on everything, or as much as possible, and I care less about that as time goes on, thankfully, with my lack of caring about perfection and caring less about what people think, and just a continued effort in both of those areas reduce that. However, I still do care a lot about having my hands on things to a certain degree. So I was paying attention to myself, and I declined the offer for now, but I was like, if there are ways that I think about that I can have an impact, specifically with something like non-material source energy medicine, that would be an ideal thing. Because I know if I choose, because there was two options. It was either do some stuff around development or do some managers and stuff. And I am not a good manager, and I don't want to code long term. So like I just know the best thing for me to do right now is to use non-material source energy medicine to become a quote-unquote master of that shit, because it is where the world is heading. It super is. We have all these fucking challenges in the world, and I just truly believe it's because we've neglected to focus on a deeper level of things, where things manifest from the foundational level, if you will. And that is frequency, vibration, and energy, and I'm sure this will age very well, so I'm glad I put this on camera and on audio and etc. But yeah, so I'm glad that I decided to keep my focus aligned with what it is I want to be doing. And in addition to that, actually I'm not going to head down that route, but yeah, I'm just glad that I was focusing and keeping my focus, because it's very easy to get spread across a whole different bunch of projects. And that is a challenge for me that I experienced a lot in 2018, which is being so, what is the word? Having a lot of projects on the go leave you very spread out, and it's very tough to succeed in any given thing when your time is being almost cut up like a pie. I really do believe you need one focus with a couple, and you can have a couple side projects, if you will, or side focuses, but you really need that main focus, and you really need to put the proper energy behind that in order for it to succeed at the level you would desire. If you look at all the successful people, they do that to a degree. Gary was also just talking about this on a podcast, which is he says he likes to have a metric fuck ton of things at the same time. But if you're paying attention, you'll notice that is not how successful people work at the beginning. So here's like the fine line for that. What happens is, like, they'll focus on one thing at the start, become very successful with that, and then they will start other things, and that other thing now becomes either their main thing or their old main thing. They put another person in place. There's always a person that is, it's their main focus. That is a fucking requirement. To a degree, I just believe that there always has to be that one person whose main focus it is to do XYZ thing you're looking to do. So that is a key aspect. And I found that like I fucked up a lot in 2018 because I had way too many side projects, and my main focus was not clear enough, and I suffered accordingly in my results. So yeah, I think it's a very important thing to keep in mind, is just making sure you have that main focus, and be cautious of how many things you take on. It's not always the greatest idea to I'm like waving at the person behind me and thanking them. It's not always the greatest idea to take on 10,000 things, and we only have so much time and energy. So yeah, and I was even finding in my mornings right now, I found that as I'm paying attention, I'm realizing that my main project needs to be first. Okay, I need to put that first thing. And like as I speak, my quote-unquote main project is list, because I just want to get it the fuck done. And then it will be joshmoxie.com, just cleaning up a few things. And then it will be NIMSEM, specifically Moxie Energetics, and and making that happen, because it just is the fucking thing I need to do. I can feel it. I can see where the world is headed, and this is the thing. So, or at least this is, at a general idea, the thing, specifically energy work, and specifically non-material source energy medicine, that form of energy work. So that's just that's currently what's on my mind. Levi is very unfocused in that aspect, that he's trying to do so many things at once, but I think what he's doing very smart is he is looking for people to put in positions where they can be that face, if you will. So I'm not wanting to be that face right now, and because I'm playing to self-awareness and being smart this time instead of what I fucked up on with D-Fluff. And yeah, anyways, I hope this brought a little value. I talked about why it's so important that you focus, how all successful people are at all times focused on one key thing, with a little bit of side project if they choose. I talked about why I think non-material source energy medicine is going to be the future. What else did I talk about? Why I love work so much, and I really just do think that you should just pay attention to whatever the fuck you love, and just say fuck you to everything else in the world. Like, people will love to tell you what you're doing wrong. Just ignore it, because it's your fucking journey, and you know yourself better than they do. So yeah, that's what's up. Anyways, I forget what else I talked about because I'm on the fucking road, so my brain is extra mush from trying this. It's not actually mush right now, but I'm trying to focus on driving at the same time, so I can't access the same level of data like I used to. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you got value from this, if you got entertainment, motivation, inspiration, what have you, do me a favor and send me a comment, send me a DM, share this with your friend, share or rate the podcast if you felt it was worthy, all that stuff, if you thought it was good enough and if you found value. Anyways, I'm glad I'm doing these more documentation type of things and putting less pressure on myself and just creating, and it's leading to a lot more content, so I'm glad about that. Anyways, my name is Josh Moxie, and I will catch you later.